You should be very familiar with ChatGPT and generative AI by now, but there is something even bigger than that going on right now. I'm talking about the new trend of AI agents. Let me step back one moment. What is an AI agent? AI agents are basically systems powered by generative AI models that use this intelligence to reason on a problem, to plan on that problem. They can leverage on tools to execute subtasks as they planned to solve the problem, and they can access a memory to retrieve contextual information or to augment their ability to plan and execute. These are AI agents. Using these components, they have the ability to plan actions to achieve those goals, and they can adapt to the evolving landscape they find themselves in. This concept of generative AI-based agents can be applied to any function of your business, and they can be applied to any product, any service, any solution you offer. Why is this so powerful? I was talking with a bank a few days ago, and they wanted to support their salespeople with this kind of AI agents. Let's think about how this would have been done 1 year ago. 1 year ago, you would have employed a simple chatbot, a chatbot that probably would have retrieved an answer based on the documentation you would have provided it and the question that the user would have asked. This chatbot probably wouldn't have worked well 1 year ago because the technology was actually not there. And probably 7 months, 6 months ago, this technology would have started to work well thanks to generative AI, and this chatbot would have become smarter, and its ability to retrieve data and to retrieve an answer to a question would have improved so much. Now we can go one step further, and with the concept of AI agent, you have this system that doesn't have to limit itself to simply retrieving an answer to a question, but that can start to reason from a question you pose. It can start to form a plan out of your question or out of your problem. What does it mean to make a plan? It can decompose your problem into a smaller set of problems and can apply this approach several times to arrive to a point where each problem is so manageable that it can directly execute on that problem. So what defines an AI agent actually? We have basically 3 components. One is this planning and execution ability. The second is the fact that they can use tools to execute on their plans. What is a tool? It could be a database that they can leverage, could be a database where they can write information. It could be algorithms that you provided in order to solve some specific tasks. Third, a memory. So they can use a memory not just to remember what happened a while ago or what was your question or how the conversation with you has unfolded, but also memory to retrieve contextualized information and contextualized data. Based on these core elements, you get a system that is really capable of not just retrieving an answer to a question based on some documentation, but to reason about your problem, decompose the problem into smaller problems, and plan a solution for each of them. When we talk about the concept of AI agent, we should also talk about the concept of multi-agents, each one of them very specialized on a specific part of the job. In the case of that bank, you could have an AI agent planning a solution, not just going and retrieve the first answer that it believes is more aligned with the question from the user, but it can actually plan a solution, a multi-step plan. It can leverage on different tools to implement and execute on that plan. So for example, the plan could be, hey, I need to retrieve this information from that document, this information from another document, and I need to provide an analysis. Agent B, please make this analysis. It can reason about what's happening and the results it's getting, and maybe it even change the plan accordingly to the results it's getting from the environment. One of the things that are the least considered when we talk about artificial intelligence is the ability to produce qualitative insights. We always talk about machines, computers that can make numerical calculations, quantitative calculations. But now we have a system that can also perform qualitative reasoning that can help users to understand the why of the results they get. But this means also they can apply qualitative reasoning to their predictions. This enables them to make scenarios and to produce an entire simulation because they can reason about causes and effects. They can apply business or economic principles inside inside the forecast. So it means that they can make a prediction and say, okay, from this prediction, I would get these actions, this behavior from the world I'm simulating. And you can apply these principles and make another prediction for the future and evolve this simulation indefinitely. That is very interesting because you can create, I call them narrative-based simulations. So you can have multiple what-if scenarios that are based on this reasoning. This is going to really disrupt everything, I think.